Hello, dear. Yeah, I see you thanks to my Novsight headlights. What's up, buddy? Where you going? What are you doing, buddy? Okay. Well, thanks to my Novsight headlights, I just saw a deer about to cross the road, which is awesome. Welcome back, boys. My name's Rob, and in this episode we're going to be upgrading the lighting on my 77 911. You can see here I have one side already done. This is an H5. That is the factory original sugar scoop. I had to drive an hour home in the country last night and I could not see anything. I've had these parts laying around a while, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade all the lighting on this thing. Before we begin, I want to say that this video is sponsored by Novsight. These guys make really high quality LED bulbs. For a long time, I was not a believer in LED headlights, and they offered to sponsor one of my videos, actually one of the first ones, where I went and bought a school bus in New Mexico. And right before we left, we put the LED bulbs in the Astro here, and they've been phenomenal in all weather conditions, like torrential downpours, snowstorms, you know, just you name it, they've been killer. So my headlight burnt out on this thing, so I reached out and said, hey, you guys want to sponsor another video? And they were like, definitely. So they sent me some 9004 bulbs. These are going to be going in the H5s, and then we have some H3s to upgrade the fog lights, and then we got a couple sets of taillights just to make these stoplights look a little brighter. They just look a little dim. So let's go ahead and get into this. Now, some people prefer the sugar scoops. I don't really mind them. They look pretty cool, but this looks better. It makes the headlight look a little bigger, and because it's cut at an angle, I think it makes the car look a little faster and more modern. However, I do want to say the most popular thing to do to get the best lighting possible is to get the H4 assembly. That's like $400 or $500 these days. I picked these up used. They were from a track car, so they're a little blasted. I'm going to show you how to clean those up first, and then we're going to install them. Here is the other side, and you can kind of see that it looks a bit hazy compared to this one. It just has like a white film inside of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean this, and the way to do that is you're just going to take some rice and dump that in there. Then we're going to take some isopropyl alcohol and we're just going to pour it in there. Then we're going to shake this. It's kind of like a shake weight. You just kind of got to get it at different angles. So I'm going to go ahead and do this for a few minutes, and I don't know if I can last much longer anyway, but then we're going to dump it out. Now, one thing to note is that the H5s do require a different type of plug. They are similar. You can buy adapters if you don't want to cut up your harness. I didn't do that. I'm just going to cut up the harness. Personally, I think this is a little better because it's just less contact points and potential points for corrosion. So we're going to go ahead and trim this thing out. Now lately, when I've been wiring things, I've been using these solder seal connectors. They're really cool and they make a waterproof connection. I think that they're really, really awesome. And one of the best things you can buy is one of these, which is a little butane powered heat shrinker. So we're going to use this to wire everything together. Now inside the Novsight package, they got some extras for you in here, which is kind of nice. Give you some instructions, a survey sheet, a keychain, which is bright yellow, which I actually use all the time, the headlight, and then they also include an air tag. I have not used that, but you can use that. It's like a Novsight version. We're just going to go ahead and verify this is wired correctly. Alright, push it. Push it again. Pull it. Push it. Pull it.
Good?
Yep. Thanks, hon. So I got to the H3 install. It's not going to work. No bueno. The H3s from Novsight have a big fan thing on the back here, and there is no clearance. There's this plate like right behind here. So if you are getting bulbs for your fog lights, they cannot have anything in back. They gotta be very tiny bulbs. All right, there we go. The last one took forever to install just because one of the tabs wasn't quite fitting, but yeah, this should be a ton brighter. I can already tell it's a huge improvement. I know H4s are technically better, but this was around $100 and H4s are like $400 or $500. So pretty happy with it. And also it looks a lot cooler. I think that little dog over there approves. Right, buddy? All right, dudes. I figured we'd do a little bit of a headlight test since this is a headlight video. These are way better than my high beams were last night driving home. So like if I had had these last night, that would have been awesome. So now let's flick to the high beams. Oh yeah, look at that. This is incredible. This is so much better. So I know that some people have some arguments about LED headlights. Well, I'm converted. This is way better than it used to be.